Today we'll be talking about PewDiePie. My God, I can't do that without cringing. Seriously, like, how did he do it? How did he do it with a straight face? But what I find interesting about PewDiePie and why he's a national treasure, I think he is the same like Barney the dinosaur. You know, and that's a compliment. Like, think about it. He entertained so many children. Right? Like, that's what this channel was about. He was a child entertainer. Most of his audience was made of young people in the beginning. And I think there's a good thing. And I think a lot of teenagers have now the same respect for PewDiePie as many adults have for Barney the Dinosaur or Mr. Rogers. It's something that you are fond of, something that you grew up with. You know, even people never met him, like you see him through the screen when you're a kid, and you know, you have like this legitimate connection with the individual. Now, PewDiePie has moved away from doing child entertainment into, I suppose, like more mainstream, more serious things, like with the Pew News. He still is a funny chap, but I think like his program is growing with his audience. Like, he's doing the Pew News, you know, it's something that appeals more to more older generation, like the teenagers, basically. So when the mainstream media attacks him, when the mainstream media makes hit pieces against him, they always backfire because they don't understand that people really care about this individual. Now, whenever you see a mainstream media article, he's usually labeled a white supremacist, he's usually tied to the N-word, you know, like they immediately when they mention him, they begin poisoning the well. But they also forget to mention a couple of important aspects, which I'm going to show to you right now. So there's this petition. I don't really, I'm a person that likes to sign petitions and stuff like that. But this petition speaks a lot of truth. Now, it's not signed by a lot of people because I guess a lot of people don't even know about it. But it's called Stop Normalizing Social Justice Warriors. And this is the Do Not Ban PewDiePie from YouTube petition. If you remember, there was a petition that actually was started by a communist, not a social justice warrior, right? Something worse. And I'm saying it's a communist because the person themselves claimed themselves to be like a self-identified communist. And it pushed a lot of fake information about PewDiePie. Like, he actually took it on his channel and he debunked it. He addressed that a lot of the things stated there were not even true. And the whole goal of it was to take him off YouTube. But I wanna point out like these things that even I didn't know about it. Right, so he donated apparently $10,000 in February 2012 to his World Wildlife Fund. Now, in 2012, I don't think he was that rich, to be honest. So like $10,000 was a lot, but as he's getting more money, as he's getting more people that are subscribed to him, we notice that he starts donating more, $40,000 to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. $446,000 to water charity, $152,000 also water. So this is to bring water to people from Africa, right? Like people who don't have water in their villages. What a white supremacist, you know? Like what a white nationalist. Well, I think maybe he is, right? Because if he gives them water, then they don't want to come to Europe. Now I understand the logic of the press. $630,000 to save the children. $1,300,000 to fight AIDS in Africa, $240,000 to fight child poverty in India, $800,000 raised for the crisis text line, and $250,000 raised with Ellen DeGeneres. I was unaware about any of these things. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know that these things even happened. They're never mentioned in the mainstream media, are they? No, they like to focus, oh, he said the N-word. Clearly, he's a racist. I mean, how many of the people in the mainstream media donated over $500,000 in order to try to make water in Africa happen? You know, it makes me dislike the mainstream media even more after reading all of these things because it's so obvious that they're just poisoning the well. Like, why not point the good and the bad? You know, like, I'm not saying that you should ignore the controversy that your bourgeoisie mentality has about him. But, like, have, like, both. You know, yeah, he said the N-word. He also donated $500,000 to Africa. That would be, like, a little bit more honest. But anyway. So why am I making this? Well, recently PewDiePie also stated that he is partnering with a website called DLive. And he is also going to offer $50,000 to content creators that move over there as well. And at a first glance, I was really excited about it. Like, I genuinely want a competitor to YouTube. Well, it's not actually a competitor to YouTube if you think about it. It's more like a competitor to Twitch. Now, Twitch is a cesspool, to be honest. They tolerate a lot of... They call themselves a family-friendly website, right? Like, they advertise themselves like it's fine. But they have so many naked ladies over there, like women painting their tits, women that are skimpily clad and they're just making money out of that. And, you know, it's fine, like if that's the business model you want, but be honest about it. I have respect for the girls on Chaturbate because you're getting what you're paying for, right? Like, they actually say, no, this is a capitalist market, we want to show our tits and we want to make money from it. Good. Excellent. You know, there's nothing to complain. But with Twitch, what pisses me off is the hypocrisy. It's like, oh, the only reason people are attacking these ladies is because people are misogynistic. You know, it's because you just can't handle strong and powerful women. And it's like, come on. You know, like, you see women painting their boobies there. Twitch has this currency bits that a lot of teenagers buy. You know, people underage, and they take their mom's credit card, they buy bits, and then they give it to a booby streamer. That's not okay. You know, that's not family friendly. Don't tell me it's family friendly. I would show you like a couple of Twitch girls that you would not have playing at the family dinner. Alright? Like, that's one of the things. But anyway, right, so the thing with Twitch is that in order to defend their hypocrisy, they have more and more draconian laws, you know? Like, they have to pretend they're really hardcore feminists. They're really, you know, into social justice and defend the women's. So they even have rules that ban you for offside things. Like, for example, the Quartering, a friend of mine, he got banned from Twitch because on his YouTube channel, he showed a Twitch thought. You should never name the Twitch thought, by the way. But he showed her on his YouTube channel, and he showed the rules from Twitch and show how she is breaking the rules regarding dressing inappropriately, nudity content, and that thing. So because he actually read the rules out loud, he got banned from Twitch, even though he did that on YouTube, right? So this is like the alternative live streaming platform. This is where you can go. I'm not even going to go into how they enforce the rules, but basically, if you're a girl on Twitch, you get banned, you come back, you know. If you're a man, you get banned, you stay banned. Unless you're DSP, okay? DSP, for some reason, is the exception. But what's also interesting, it was that there was this guy on Twitch who had a cute Asian girl dancing on stream. And within hours, like, his chat room was full, people were sending him money, donations, through Streamlabs, you know, everything was well and good until he actually exposes that he's a guy. And immediately, Twitch bans him. Like, you get to see the double standard. Like, there's so many cute Asian girls dancing on Twitch. But, you know, they're defending their brand because they don't want people to believe that the girl might not be real. That there might actually be a guy. You know, that's how feminism operates nowadays. On Twitch, at least. They don't want to think that you're spending your mom's bits on some catfish. It's a horrible company, so this is why I would really enjoy if something like DLive would be promoted, like if an alternative would be created in order to break the monopoly. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that have told me that, by the way, DLive is a pyramid scheme, right? And there were a sufficient number of people to actually get me to look into it. And what I found is that it's kind of a gray area. Like, there are arguments for it and there are arguments against it. So what exactly is a pyramid scheme? Well, a pyramid scheme is when you take money from investors and then you use that money in order to buy new investors, and the new investors have to buy new investors. So you kind of notice the problem. You're not really investing the money in anything. What you're doing is you're passing the money along from one investor to another. And at one point, it's going to end up that the new investors can't bring more investors, and then it's when the pyramid scheme collapses. Like, a lot of people are not going to get their money. So in the case of DLive, like, yeah, okay, you got, I believe some investors gave them a couple of $1 million. Now they're investing that money into Bitcoin, or, well, they call it something else, but it's some form of bit currency. And they're using that in order to pay people, using that money to buy bit currency, and they're giving that currency apparently to the website. They're also buying YouTubers like PewDiePie, who then pays more money to bring other people in. So it might look, I get it, but on the other hand, if I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, they are putting an actual service there. Like, they are putting an actual live streaming service. And I guess if I'm going to go there, I'm just not going to use their bits. Like, I'm not going to use their currency system. I can just use Streamlabs. But either way, like, I hope PewDiePie definitely addresses this controversy. You know, maybe he knows better. Maybe he's going to have a couple of lawyers that will look into it. Because he is banking his entire name and brand on it. The situation that PewDiePie is in right now, with all the press salivating like horny dogs to wait to fuck him, he should be really careful about this. And I'm saying this from the kindness of my heart. You know, I don't want to see him fail. I want to see him succeed with this. Because let's be honest, there aren't that many competitors to Twitch right now. And if there would be a competitor, it doesn't even have to be better than Twitch. Like, even if it's remotely acceptable, Twitch will relax with its regulations and with the way they're applying their policy on the website. So it would actually get Twitch to improve, believe it or not. I don't know what's going to happen. Again, like, I need to look into this a little bit further. But hopefully, as I mentioned, PewDiePie will address it. I will probably stream on DLive myself. As I mentioned, I just won't use their currency. I mean, the platform does work. It does offer a streaming service, so you do get something out of it. And I'll just wait to see how it's like. But anyway, if you know more information about this, tell me in the comment section. I'll look into it, and maybe in a couple of weeks I'll make another video once I get more details. Let me know what you think about all this. But so far, I'm more leaning on the fact that the website is legit. Simply because PewDiePie is backing it. Like, I don't think he needs money. Like, I don't think he wants to pull a scam on people, because he already has a lot of wealth if he's able to spend so much money on charities and stuff. And it's also, he must have investigated it, I assume, right? Like, he probably already has a team of lawyers that looked into it, because this could be very damaging to his brand. And his brand is the most important thing. So, yeah, I genuinely lean on the side that it might be legit, but I guess we'll see. Alright, let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next video that I'll upload probably in an hour from now.